Well, I'm sure that by now you've all probably heard about the president's latest leg of his what seems to be monthly campaign tour, spending your tax dollars instead of actually staying in Washington and governing. Which, come to think of it, maybe that's not such a good idea for him to be doing that either. But at any rate, he was in Denver today. He was talking about gun control and how it would not lead to confiscation. I think his quote was, "I am constrained by the system that our founding fathers put in place," unquote. Well, a couple thoughts on that, folks. Number one, the system that our founding fathers put in place, he abhors. He has a complete, total disdain for it. He has done everything he can to rip it apart, poop on it, burn it, wipe everybody's ass with it since the day he's been in office and even before then. So what makes anybody with any kind of brains at all and common sense think for 1 second that he's going to feel any constraints by it now? BS. Secondly, the way he said it, "I am constrained." He obviously didn't like those constraints. Bottom line, guys, that's not stopped him on anything he's done yet. This isn't either. This is just another attempt to get people to say, "Oh, okay, well, you know, I believe him. He's cool." No, I hope more and more people are understanding how much full of crap he is. And the fact is, the emotional advantage that they had after Sandy Hook, you know, people are starting to come back to their senses and use their brains a little bit more. All that emotion's starting to run off a little bit. Unfortunately, it'll fire right back up again if another incident happens. So, you know, that's a scary thought. So we certainly hope and pray that doesn't happen. But hey, now's the time to stay on top of those senators and congressmen more than ever. Keep the letters going. My batch of letters went out this morning. Keep the emails going. I sent the emails too. The phone calls are tomorrow. Even if you think it's not doing any good, it is. So stay on them, guys. Moving along, I'm going to talk about what I really want to get to tonight, something really cool. Guy that's been subscribed to me for a long time, has been watching the channel for a while. He sent me a PM last week and said, "Hey, I've got a red dot scope that I am not using anymore. I've updated to a better scope. This is sitting in my drawer. So it's a Bushnell TRS-25 right there." Said, "I'm not using it. If you'd like to have it, it's yours." And said, "Well, dude, I mean, I'd love to have it. How much you want for it?" And he said, "It's on me." And he wouldn't let me pay shipping or anything. He just sent it to me, which I thought was really magnanimous. So his channel name is DPython11. His name is Danny. Seems like a really nice guy, not just because of this either, just in the way that we conversed in PMs. He just seems like an upstanding dude. And he's not using it, so he wanted me to have it, and he sent it to me, and here it is. Guys, this thing is immaculate. It's like there's nothing wrong with it. It's like it's brand new. No scratches on it or anything. He said it's really been a good one for him, and so I'm looking forward to putting it on and using it. Now, I've never owned a red dot. I've shot with them before. The ones I shot with were like the aim point designs and a little bit more. But these small ones are really, really handy because something like this will go on a pistol. It can go on a rifle. It can go on anything you want. Read a lot of reviews on it. Watched a lot of videos on them. And everybody, most of the people that give an unbiased review on it seem to think it's a very, very good one. These things aren't cheap, guys. I mean, this is, but it's not just a cheap thing here. You can pick up red dots now for, and I mean bad ones, that are like 30 or 40 bucks. But this is not that. This is an extremely good quality one. I've messed around with it some. Get the cap off of it there. It's got several different brightness levels. Turn it up to the brightest one. See if we can actually get it to show through the camera. Oh, there it is. And that's on, trying to chase that thing. Get it back in there. There it is. And so, yeah, I like it. It's a nice one. And it comes all the way down for low light levels and for upper light levels. And so I think it's really going to be cool. I'm looking forward to messing around with it. And I got the Henry on it. It's only 22 I've got right now. And while, you know, I got to thinking, that's kind of funny on a lever action. But no, I don't think it will. It'll come in handy. The thing is it won't fit on that dovetail right there because it's not set up for that. I don't believe. Yeah, it's not even, it won't even come close to that. It's set up for a Picatinny. So I have a converter coming in. It goes from dovetail to Picatinny, and it's a quick release, so I can put it on here, get it set to where I want it, then just take it back off, and it'll stay set. So that's really cool. Plus, we're getting ready to pick up another 22, I think, and it may go on it, especially since it's a, well, it's a pistol, so I'm just going to leave it at that. But at any rate, I wanted to thank Danny for this. Danny, I'm going to get some good use out of it. I have not got a chance to get this out, get this sighted in. I was going to do that this weekend, but unfortunately we've got to do something this weekend that's going to take my time. Plus, it's supposed to rain like a son of a gun all weekend here again. But we're going to get this out. We'll take this and we'll take this. We'll do some videos of sighting both of them in. I think it'll be good for the channel, and we'll go from there. But Danny, thanks again. I really appreciate this. I will put it to good use. Also, guys, I want to do one other thing. I want to thank all you guys that are subbed to the channel and that watch it and that watch the videos. I was just happening to look at it earlier tonight, and I didn't realize that we went over 4,600 subs. And if you've been watching my channel for a while, guys, you know this is the third channel name that I've had. We started out at Razback 14, you know, 6 years ago, okay? And it was that I just made that channel so I could watch videos. Never intended to make videos. And then kind of evolved into a name that I had come up with back in the early 2000s. I actually had bought a domain name and called it the Armory Guild, and had that for years and years. So we changed our channel name to that when I kind of started getting into making videos and started getting a little bit of a following. But then we ran into a problem with a company over in Europe somewhere that had that had registered and copyrighted or patented somehow the name Armory Guild and all variations of it. So that could have caused issues with the channel. So plus, about that time, I had a medical issue that came up with an immediate member of my family, and I had to step away from YouTube for a little while. I was out for about a little over a month, and I thought that was a good time if I was going to change it, and so that's where we're at right now with Risarms. And so we're over 4,600, and that's just amazing to me. I can remember, if I ever get 100 subs, it'll be great. But I want to appreciate everyone that has stuck with me over the time, that's made the move with me when I made the channel name moves. It ain't going to happen again. This is the last one. I'm not going through that crap again. There's a lot of stuff changing over a channel. But thank all of you for that. You know, two guys that have been with me through all of it is Bill and Pete, Army Channel and Mr. 45 Bullet. Man, we go back six years, close to 7 years with those guys. Back a long, long way from the very, very, very beginning. So I want to thank both those guys. Are you know, they're two of the best dudes you'll meet anywhere. And there's a lot of great guys on here, and those are two of the best. I don't care what anybody says. So I want to thank all of you for being there. And we've got something coming up as an appreciation that I'm going to do. I'll tell you a little bit more about it in the coming weeks, but I think it's pretty cool. And it's kind of personalized. Now, Bill, you know what it is, so you hush. But anyway. Danny, once again, thanks a lot, buddy. I appreciate that very much. We'll put it to good use. We'll get it on film. And that's all I got for tonight, guys. Talk to y'all later.